Guys, this is big. Urb'n Barz is reacting to my first mini documentary on what it's like to live the life of a drill rapper and to live that life. I'm super pumped for this and I can't wait because it's with our guys OneFour. So guys, please check out OneFour, Australia's first drill rappers. Enjoy.
In 2019, Western Sydney rappers OneFour fast became one of the most talked about groups not only in Sydney but across the globe. Before members Spenny, YP, JMs and Lex released multiple hits including a single featuring ASAP Ferg, who was OneFour and what was it like for them growing up? I will be answering those questions shortly, so make sure to watch until the end of the video. 2 days before members YP and Lex were sentenced to 4 years in prison, the rap group from Mount Druitt sat down with GQ for an exclusive shoot and interview.
We're Australia's first and only drill group. Yeah.
Australia's first and only drill group, OneFour. You know it.
What makes us a drill group is that we actually do what we rap about.
And what makes them a drill group? Because they keep it real and they do exactly what they say they rap about.
Druitt's home, you know? It's a big place. It's the trenches. This is the area that needs the most support, you know?
Let's start with Mount Druitt.
I like the fact that they have Mount Druitt in a lot of their videos. Yeah, pay homage to where you're from.
What was it like growing up there? YP replies basically saying that Mount Druitt is less fortunate to other areas in Australia, but he didn't see it as a hood. He saw it as a home.
When I'm out and about and I'm out of the area, I do get homesick. We dress different out here. We talk different.
GQ. How did you all meet? Spenny replies saying that OneFour members live very close to each other and everyone in Mount Druitt knows one another since the small size of the area. However, the members initially met each other in high school and by attending the same church.
Whoa. I didn't know that. Easy.
We was all talking about it just before we were sitting in high school and that, you know, coming up. Didn't know what we wanted to do, but now that we're here, fuck, I'm going to run this to the, you know, to the finishes, man.
Yeah.
Just to interrupt there, guys. It's funny how so many of these things occur the same way. All through my time listening to hip-hop, rap and all these other blah, blah, blahs, so many people have come up through the church in one aspect or another and then have gone their meander their separate ways or whatever. It's really weird. I mean, is it a case of nature versus nurture? Is it nurture versus nature? But it's just weird that, you know, they come through the church system and then they move on to something else. I don't know, it's just an observation, guys. Weird.
And in the interview, they also revealed that they sang together in the choir. What were your weekends like growing up? Spenny replies saying that his parents were strict on what he does with his mates when he's out. However, he said that when he's outside with his friends, he feels freedom, and said that he'll do a lot of dumb things. What are your family's reactions to the music? Lex and Spenny reply saying that their families support their music production and have seen a positive change in the rappers, suggesting that they want to get out of the streets.
Yeah, of course.
With us boys, we did grow up in and out of the system, and that's so we do have we have history with the boys in blue. But like with that being said, we're at the moment with our lives and with the music and that it is keeping us off the street, and we feel like, even though through the message we speak through our music, we feel like we're doing something positive.
Who was the first to pick up a mic? YP reckons it was a friend from the area and JMs think it was Lex, but regardless, they all rapped as a hobby a few years ago, never thinking they'd pop off.
Unless you working hard for a meal, so if we ain't had the money, then we ready to steal, yeah.
If we don't get the money, then we rented the steel.
I represent for that 2770, there ain't a
I represent for that 277.
question we keep.
What's the process of writing music? YP says that usually a beat is sent around to all the members. They write some lyrics and then go out and record. But Spenny said that sometimes they write in the studio and record there. Prior to OneFour becoming an official group, the members attended the same school, not knowing what to do later in life, but took the risk of making music and hoping for success, and fortunately it worked out.
Yeah, we knew everything was going to pop off one day, like when we first started music, you know, but we didn't know when it was going to come and how it was going to come, but it came. And fuck, man, like,
funny ways like that.
Yeah, we're only going to get bigger. I believe we're only going to get bigger because of...
Guys, this is a life lesson that I learned maybe way too late. Who knows? You need to have a plan. A plan, a plan, a plan. So whether you have it on paper or you have it on a spreadsheet, doesn't matter. Plan what you want to do. Plan how you're going to get to where you want to go. And keep referring back to that plan. Seriously, guys, you need a plan.
I know, I work working hard.
This is where everything started, you know? All the boys used to link up back in the days, like 3, 4, maybe 5 years ago. We're all real young, you know, still in school and that. We used to kick back in this garage here. We used to label them OneFour parties. Everyone from the area will come and they'd go off, you know.
Now let's be honest, before OneFour grew in supporters, did you know any Australian rappers? I reckon your answer is no. OneFour supports this point, saying that they started the big growth in Australian artists.
It's like football or something, but you have done something else.
Yeah, ever since we started popping off, like it's like a whole new door for Islander kids to come up and you know,
not just
like
Islanders, but you know,
yeah, for Aussie kids in general, yeah, because like we pretty much popped it off and like everyone's rapping now,
yeah, bro. And
we are shutting down the concerts, but it's to stop the violence. We haven't had it since the concerts have been shut down. We haven't had an act of violence yet.
Despite an ongoing battle with local authorities on shutting down their own performances, citing claims that their lyrics could incite violence, OneFour is trying their best to get out of the streets and go on tours sometime in the future.
With the coppers, I hear they're shutting us down and that.
Yeah, it's not going too well.
Guys, that's so funny. I agree. I think it's counterproductive. When authorities and people in power, etc., try and stop people from doing something, it invariably makes that person want to do even more. I mean, I remember I don't remember, but I remember sort of looking at things like prohibition in the States, you know, for 30 years, 40 years, however long the prohibition period lasted, when they shut down all the liquor factories and all the liquor places, all the places you can buy a drink. People were fiending for the liquor, and the liquor became more, there was actually more liquor in circulation than actually before they made, you know, prohibition. So it's counterproductive, and there were all these speakeasies and all these illegal joints selling liquor, and people made money off of illegal liquor. So when you try and shut down these places, like they try to do it here in the UK, they try and shut down a lot of the drill rappers, etc., etc., only made drill become much bigger. Much more people listened to it, etc., etc. It became bigger than ever, so it was counterproductive. So yeah, just take that in mind, authorities.
Nah, yeah, we have with so and so the police and that, you know, and eventually perform in Sydney. But yeah,
what's the first step on how? Like, what are people saying about the cops? Like, what do they do? They just fucking go to the venue and say no.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they're doing.
What are your thoughts on OneFour? Do you reckon they're underrated or do you reckon they're overrated? Comment down your opinions and let's have a discussion.
Guys, that was a lot shorter than I thought it would be. I was expecting to have a bit of a longer documentary than that, but yeah, it was interesting. So that was like a little snapshot, that's what I call it, a little tiny snapshot into the world of OneFour, you know. What do you think? Comments, please. Add your comments. I enjoyed that. I mean, I saw a couple of things that were interesting. I mean, what I liked was the writing aspect for OneFour. So what the guy said in that documentary is they get a beat sent to them, you know, work on the beat, send the beat, and then they do all their writing around that beat and then go into the studio. But sometimes they may just go into the studio, chill, relax and vibe, etc., and then write to whatever they do in the studio. So, you know, there's more than one way that they produce their music. That was interesting as well. So yeah, you know, they've got problems with the police at points, shutting down some of their shows, etc., but that's only to be expected. But yeah, that was interesting. So OneFour, I like them. I'm going to be checking out a few more of their documentaries. This was a quite short one. I know there's a few longer ones, and hopefully that will give us a bit of a better insight into who OneFour are, what drives them, you know, and where they're aiming to get to. But yeah, guys, I like that. But if you can help me here at Urb'n Barz, I'm trying to grow, and I'm trying to grow as quickly as possible so I can bring out a lot more reactions to you. And the way to do that, the way to help me, guys, is if you can like and subscribe and share this with all your friends. And also if you can ding that notification bell, and that notification bell will just alert you to every time I drop a reaction or drop something here on my channel, so you don't miss anything. But guys, I appreciate everything you're doing for us. I appreciate all the comments in the comment section, all the reaction requests, etc, etc, and all the really nice kind words of support. It really does touch my heart, guys. Love you to death. So please, guys, it's the weekend. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves, and as I say always, take care of each other. Yeah, so have a great weekend, and only thing to say, guys, is thank you.